RJ.
That's Andy Harrison, all right. The question is, why is she here?
There it is. See it over there? There it is.
You know, she didn't get much sleep on the flight. She probably used a nap. I think she got a big kick out of San Domenico, though.
Born traveler.
Yeah. She's just like her mom. Look, if anybody wants to know where we were, just play dumb, all right? I'll let the rest of Landview know about the divorce when I'm ready.
Mr. Manning, I have to say something.
Well, I'll make it quick, because Star's your first priority.
Yeah, I'm sure she's yours, too. But she misses her mother.
Look, Blair could never come out of this coma, all right? And if she does, there's a chance that she could never be the same. And in the meantime, Dorian Lord is trying to get custody. Now, that could be the worst thing that ever happened to my child.
If Mrs. Manning recovers...
Then Star will have two parents. But if I lose custody, there's a chance that my child will have no parents. Do you understand? Then go do whatever it is that I pay you to do. Hey, I'm back. I've done the deed.
You got the San Dominican divorce?
Yeah, I'm looking right at it.
I'll be right over.
Dorian signed those Pennsylvania papers?
She has them. I don't know if she signed them or not. But if she decides to contest a stateside divorce as Blair's guardian ad litem, it won't matter now. You're officially a free man. Our next move is to block the custody suit.
Did you get a chance to think over my proposal?
Yes.
Yes, you thought it over, or yes, you'll marry me?
Let's discuss it when I get there. See you in 10.
Gabriel. All right. I could use some good news.
How you know it's good?
People deliver bad news on the phone. That way they can hang up quickly. Have a seat, man.
The man uses psychology. I knew I was right about you. Anyway, Blue Jay Music is interested.
All right. How interested?
They want to meet day after tomorrow to check out you and this club, my friend.
Well, I want to check them out, too. You know, see if we can work together, because I know they're going to like what they see.
And that's what I told them. In fact, I put my reputation on the line to sell you an Indigo.
Well, the day will come when I can repay your favor with interest. From here out, music is my life. I'm home.
RJ, sometimes stray dogs can follow you home, you know what I mean? Especially if you've been feeding them scraps. You have any stray dogs from your old life that I should know about?
No. Now that you mention it.
Women.
Is that an accolade or an epithet? Which is it today?
Maggie Carpenter bought my warehouse.
Actually, it was Dorian's. And you really didn't need an insane project like that waterfront renovation. Or is the point to have a heart attack and then make those of us who still care about you as miserable as possible, as usual?
I could die of boredom. I'll have plenty of time to relax when I'm 6 feet under.
It'll be a lot quieter for everybody else, that's for sure.
Don't hold your breath, sweetheart. You want to worry about somebody, worry about that. Same to you.
Something is terribly wrong. You're not drinking martinis.
Renee, you are a woman after my own heart. Take a seat.
Oh, did the waiter make some kind of a mistake?
No. When I unpack my summer shirts, I forego the martinis. It's my rule.
Really?
Truly. From now till Labor Day, it's straight gin. Well, not completely. A little tiny shower of tonic and a twist of lime. Tonic wards off malaria, and the lime prevents scurvy.
A man can't be too careful.
Exactly. Darling, you do run a first-rate establishment here.
Thank you. And you spend a hell of a lot of money on a room that you seldom use.
Well, I plan to spend more time in it soon.
That will be a pleasure.
Now, I know you were married to Asa, but before that, were there other husbands? Now, feel free to tell me to mind my own business.
After you were so candid about your gin and tonics, I was married twice, once before Asa. In between, I owned the Palomino Ranch in Nevada.
The very classy Palomino Ranch, frequented by diplomats, movie stars, and filthy rich tycoons of discernment?
How kind. My girls never accommodated you. I'd remember.
Well, this explains your formidable forbearance. And the fact that you don't seem to want to reform, particularly a man's more self-destructive habits.
It's, hard to sit back and watch sometimes.
You and Asa met at the ranch, huh?
Yes. And it's been one skirmish after another ever since.
Well, he better be careful. He may lose you to a luckier man.
You silver-tongued devil, you.
Hello, Mel. Renee. I was sure that I would find you here.
Well, you're nothing if not sure of a great many things.
Renee, would you excuse us, please?
Shall I have the waiter bring you another gin and tonic?
Oh, yes, bring him on.
Anything for you?
No, thank you. When I realized that you weren't coming home...
Home. Aye, there's the rub.
One life to live, bro.
No could be innocent.
Practice makes perfect. I'm gonna pull you through this. Saturdays on ABC.
That's the problem, you know.
No, I don't. But I'm sure you're going to tell me.
A real home implies permanence, which is something you abhor. That's why you work for a newspaper. Because the news changes every day, every hour, every minute. You have to pack up and go chasing halfway around the world for a story. And then when you've met your deadline, it's on to the next one. And that's why you nearly went crazy trying to write a novel. It's the same old thing, day after day, and you can't handle that.
This isn't the wisest approach.
Well, I am not wise. Nor am I cautious or tactful or any of those other boring things, Mel. I'm like the news. I'm a constant surprise, and that's why. You don't really want to walk out on me.
But I do a good imitation.
You try. You assert your independence. You say all sorts of terrible things to try and push me away, but here I am.
Yes, like a bad penny.
But you just love it that this particular bad penny keeps showing up to give you a real fight because you love a good, clean fight. Almost as much as you love that awful gin.
Well, I am on the Dorian show again. I'm on the hot seat, just like Todd was this morning when you accused him of kidnapping Star.
And I still believe that's what he did. He was absolutely desperate today, not that you care.
Now, wait. You know better than that. Any news?
That inept private detective just a little while ago let me know that he managed to track them down when they returned home. So, Star is safe for the time being.
I'm very glad.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So that's why I thought that I would settle things with you.
Oh, no, I'm happily settled here with my libation, and you're welcome to join me, but not to change me.
You need a home.
You sold the warehouse.
No. just a real estate deal. It was not a Machiavellian manipulation in order to control your life.
See, this is what I hate. You can't keep things simple.
Oh, but I am keeping things simple. You want a home? We will find you a home. Shelter. It's a basic human necessity of life, like food and sex.
Well, I'll find my own, thanks. I managed perfectly well before you came along, believe it or not.
Oh, really? Well, you would just as soon drink most of your calories, and you yourself said that you abstained from intimacy far too long before you met me, and we both know you would just as soon spend the night on a park bench, weather permitting.
Things you're determined to change.
It's a terrible way to live.
See, you're not really happy unless you have 2 or 3 lives to fix, but you cannot have mine.
Go soak your head, which you're already doing.
Happily.
Bill, why can't you make this any easier?
How?
Oh, I'm trying to...
Yes, you're trying? Oh,
You know.
Uh-huh. Is this multiple choice? Manipulate, induce useless guilt, drive me to drink?
Now, that's something I really hate. When you've had enough of that stuff, your words turn into scalpels. They cut, they lacerate, they really hurt, Mel. I don't think you know how much, because you're the only one who's anesthetized.
Well, I'd be very pleased to order you a gin and tonic.
I don't want one. Now then, when you've had a chance to sober up, and you realize how much you miss me, you know where to find me.
Well, then, I better keep drinking.
That was an unnecessarily cruel thing to say.
Well, about that stray dog.
Who's she?
A detective with the Landview PD. Andrea Harrison. She made it her personal mission to nail me on anything. Something. Real or imagined.
Looks like a casino. I see slots.
Yeah, well, somehow she got wind of the fact that an old friend of mine owns the Sand Dollar in Atlantic City. Jackie McNaughton. He used to provide asset management services when I needed them. Well, I met with him not too long ago to explain why I hadn't sent him any laundry recently. Well, I've been so squeaky clean lately, I don't have anything to wash.
Can he make trouble?
Only if he points at himself. But Andy Harrison might figure it out. Now, even without proof, my brother, the DA, if he gets a whiff of any corruption, will come down on me like a ton of bricks.
You'd lose Blue Jay Music.
And I'd lose Rachel. I'm telling you, that's not gonna happen. My friend sent me that faxed photo so I can make positive ID. Harrison turned up under some assumed name, says she's an accountant looking for work, but somebody tipped him off that she was a cop.
It's pretty fuzzy. You sure it's her?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe she's after McNaughton.
Well, it's way out of her jurisdiction, man. It's got to be tied to something in Landview. Now, the problem is, if I confirm his suspicions, he's going to take her out. And they'll have all kinds of heat on me. And if I don't, then Andy makes the connection, then I have another kind of heat all over me. What do I do?
Anything else I need to do before I get married again?
Yes. You need to find a wife.
Hey, don't you play games with me, all right? We discussed this. You were going to help me set up a model household so that I could get custody of Star again. Am I right?
That depends.
You're not holding me up for more money, are you? I already guaranteed you $5 million.
That's not the guarantee I'm after.
You got yourself a lose-lose situation.
Even worse than that. This whole thing could blow up in my face right when the Blue Jay folks are due.
Can you buy some time?
It's worth a try. Hey, it's R.J. Gannon. Give me Jackie.
Hello.
Hey, my man.
Get my fax?
Oh, yeah, it's right here in front of me.
Is she a Landview cop?
Oh, man, you gotta get some sharper security cameras.
Yeah, I know. Can't make it from that shot, eh?
Look, when do you expect to see her next?
When she shows up about a job. Like tomorrow.
Uh-huh. Well, let me see what I can find out on this end.
Yeah, you do that.
Archie?
Sorry.
Look, let me see what I can find out, all right? You hang tight. All right, I'll get back to you. So, where's the fire?
Am I terrific or what?
You're terrific.
And Track is a fool. I feel like I owe you an apology.
Oh, Gabe. It's old news. I was over him before he even reached the town line. As for that Camilla woman, now there's someone who was done wrong.
Yeah, she gave him holy hell for a couple of weeks, but looks like the wedding is still on.
Wow. Somebody trying to sell me a bill of goods. They're out of my life forever. No second chances. If there's one thing I don't forgive, it's dishonesty.
So, why are you so very terrific today?
I just got off the phone with Erykah Badu's people.
Now, that is the hot new jazz voice. Her first album went platinum in the first month. On top of that, she's writing a #1 hit single.
I could listen to Baduism day and night.
On and on, huh? An aptly named tune, probably stay on the charts forever. Took Massenberg's new label up like a rocket. She was the first artist he signed. Lucky turkey. You got plans for her?
Oh, it was Rachel's idea to headline Badu at the Indigo Music Festival.
Hey.
And from that big grin on her face, I guess she's very close to pulling it off.
Yes, I'm flying. And this high is probably even good for me.
Hey. Hey. Would you like to seek oblivion on your own, or would you like some company?
No, company's fine, as long as it doesn't feel compelled to comment on my behavior.
Well, I know better. I'm a reformed alcoholic.
Ah. Well, that's the worst kind.
No, I'm not exaggerating. In fact, I once drove a motorcycle through the front window of your newspaper. My life was a mess, and booze made it messier. But it's the last I'm going to say on that subject.
Okay, then. Well, shall we just sit around and rattle the skeletons in our closets, or be grateful that we're all in one piece, here, together, to enjoy the waning of the day?
That's a fine sentiment.
We need a neutral topic of conversation. I think I have one. Intimacy as a weapon in the war between the sexes.
Why would you want to talk about that?
Now, you two don't live together as yet, right?
Not technically, no.
No, but usually we're either at his place or mine.
So, but you each have your own place. See, that's an excellent arrangement. I just can't get Dorian to understand that concept.
So she wants you to move in.
Well, I don't mind sharing my space as long as it's my space.
I've got an idea. Why don't you take Patrick's Garrett after he moves in with me?
When would that be?
After the wedding.
Where would I write?
Well, you have an office at the university.
No, I have an office at the university, but that's for working on papers and my students' things. I need a place to write. I need some space.
Even after we're married.
It has nothing to do with that, Margaret.
Oh, I see. No. Take separate vacations, separate checkbooks. I just wanted to know exactly how much space you were thinking you'd need.
Oh, I am sorry I started this. Will you join me in my degradation, Petty? Gin and tonic.
If it isn't money, then what's the problem?
Do you think it's smart to imply that you can buy me?
Are you implying that I can't? Oh, come on. I thought we had some refreshing honesty here. Where was I wrong?
Look, this is about more than money.
Yeah, you're right. This is about my little girl's life.
And mine. I'm pretty confident that Star is safe with you. I'm not so sure that I am.
Oh, well, I love it when you cut to the chase.
I'll propose some terms to this agreement. If you don't like them, we'll call the whole thing off. I'll still try to get you custody of Star. Frankly, I think you have a good chance.
I stand a better chance with a loving wife by my side, who also happens to be a legal pillar of the community and a loving stepmother to boot.
Yes, that would certainly help to offset some of the unsavory details of your past.
Lawyer. You don't mince words, do you? All right, so what is it that you want, huh? Some time off now and then? How about every other Sunday or something?
Don't treat me as a servant, even as a joke.
Oh, okay, fine, no jokes.
You'll respect me, at home and in public.
Well, yes, ma'am.
And you'll respect my friends.
No. No, I draw the line at hypocrisy. You have lousy friends.
Well, then you won't deliberately alienate them.
Well, I can't stop breathing. Look, why don't we just agree to separate lives now and then?
Look, I come and go as I please, no questions asked.
Fine. Anything else?
Well, if this is going to be my new home, I'm going to want to have my friends over every once in a while.
Well, wild parties.
I'm not a party girl. And I don't have a lot of friends. But the ones I do have, I value. And they don't like you any more than you like them.
Well, I have that effect on people.
So if you can't promise not to deliberately alienate them, I'd expect you to absent yourself when they were here.
Absent. With notice.
Of course.
And not often.
An evening every other week.
Fine. Any other rules and regulations?
I need a guarantee for my physical safety. You can understand, I'm sure.
No, I can't understand. You want to spell it out for me?
I realize the newspaper accounts I read on microfiche in the library didn't represent the whole story, but they were, disturbing.
You've done your homework.
I'm very thorough. That's what makes me such a good lawyer.
And this is your life that we're talking about.
Exactly.
Mine, too.
Yes. We both have a lot at stake. So, we should probably negotiate some incentives.
To ensure my good behavior. You know, you either trust me or you don't. Personally, I don't trust anybody. Well, what's the contract anyway, right? It's just a piece of paper.
I trust my instincts. I think I'd know if I was in trouble and I'd get out. But you'd probably throw me out first to save yourself, if nothing else.
You're a smart woman.
But, as you suggested, let's spell out the consequences. If you attempt to abuse me in any way, the deal is off at that point. But I still get the $5 million plus an additional $1 million as penalty.
So what's to stop you from crying foul and taking off with my money 1 or 2 months into the deal?
My honor.
How noble.
If you were to expose this little arrangement, my career would be at jeopardy, but that would not stop me from getting out if I had to.
What exactly do you mean when you say abuse?
Any attempt to use shame or intimidation to try to control me. Emotional abuse, using words to hurt me deliberately, yelling, cursing. Physical abuse, from jabbing an angry finger in my face, hitting, slapping, shaking, anything that hurts, including rape.
Don't worry. You're not my type.
Rape isn't about sexual attraction. It's about violence. And if you can't understand that, then we have nothing more to discuss.
And then don't worry.
Now that's settled. Shall we draw up the contract?
No. I need a guarantee. And this one is a deal breaker.
I wouldn't take no from Erica's management. pitched Club Indigo as the hottest jazz spot in the East. Told them we had talent all lined up for the jazz festival. And I couldn't hold a spot open indefinitely.
This girl can negotiate.
Well, if we could line up Badu, that's got to prove something to the folks at Blue Jay. They're interested in a deal.
Oh, life is good.
Well, but now it can all fall through. Badu, Blue Jay, and if it does, I don't want you feeling bad, okay?
Hey, whatever happened to the power of positive thinking? We are on our way. You know, I can't wait to serve up a big helping of humble pie to all those people in this town who assumed that Club Indigo was a front for something shady. People like Andy Harrison. Remember when she came in here that night, supposedly to listen to some good jazz? And she was just snooping around? Club Indigo.
The love of Mike, after everything that we've been through. Why are we arguing over such a silly little thing?
Silly. Little. Excuse me.
Joy, maybe if you just prostrate yourself at her feet, sometimes that works.
I have to go to the hospital.
I thought you were off tonight.
Apparently there's an emergency.
Margaret, I would walk through fire for you. We can work this out, right?
No, I know. Sorry about lunch.
Maybe Mel's free.
No, I'm free.
I don't know if he's such a good influence.
Oh, no, I promise I won't corrupt him any further. Anyway, I have, as you know, domestic issues of my own.
And good luck. I'm afraid you'll need it.
Well, at least this is a chance for me to fill you in on the latest developments in the Armitage case. It's not very good news, I'm afraid.
Entire country, the land of plastic surgery. 2020 ABC tonight.
I said I'd keep my nose to the ground on your behalf, so I paid a visit to Bo Buchanan off the record to find out what they had on Manning at this point.
Don't tell me. Nothing, right?
Not enough to charge him for conspiracy to kill Armitage in order to frame you.
What about the money that he gave to Keneally?
Well, Todd says he used that to get the story on the Lord Whiting bombing. I mean, there's no crime to gather news, even if it's with intent to blacken a man's reputation. And you're in no position to file a libel suit, at least not right now.
So what are you saying? He's going to get away with it?
Well, Bo says he'll keep the case open, but he admits it's a dead end. Unless.
Unless what?
Do you remember how we rattled Todd's cage at his office the other day? Maybe we can find some way of forcing him to show his hand.
What else can I do? I nearly killed the man.
Yeah, and he loved it. I mean, fear doesn't press Todd's buttons. Hatred does, of you. Do you know that in some cultures, they still tie a goat to the mountainside to lure the lion out of hiding so that they can kill it?
What is it now? You see me as a goat?
No, figuratively speaking.
No, you're wrong. A goat isn't capable of killing a lion, and that's the difference.
Now, do you really think you could kill Todd?
I have many times in my dreams.
All right. I feel the need. I don't know about you, but I feel the need for some blue sky above me and some brown earth at my feet. The healing presence of nature. Where shall we go?
Whatever it is, you're not driving.
Well, neither are you.
Stone cold sober, but prudence dictates we walk.
Oh, you're not having lunch?
Absolutely. Do you happen to have a large thermos around?
I believe so. Filled, perchance, with black coffee.
No. Heaven forbid. Filled with this.
I assume you're not driving?
My friend and I intend to perambulate al fresco. We'll take our picnic with us.
One straw or two?
This is about Star. She didn't ask to be born with the parents that she's got, but she sure as hell needs a better female role model than Auntie Dory. And that's where you fit in.
A role model?
Well, you're not perfect.
Gee.
But, you know, I wouldn't mind if Star grew up to be like you. You know, you're smart, you're gutsy, you're independent. You're a survivor. Got a sense of humor.
That could describe Blair.
Yeah. But I need somebody that's going to take Blair's place.
Impossible. Look, no matter how I feel about your daughter, and I do like her. She's a wonderful little girl. I'm not her mother.
No. But all you got to do is, you know, tuck her in at night and hold her if she gets scared and tell her girl stuff she needs to know girl stuff. I mean, if you do that, you'll be fine.
Easy for you to say. I don't have much experience with mother-daughter stuff. My mother walked out when I was 7.
Well, so what? You know what it's like to grow up motherless.
I think you need to be absolutely sure that I am the right person for this. I mean, you're not just looking for a surrogate mother to make it look good in a custody case. You're looking for a surrogate mother for real. I have no parenting skills to offer.
Look, I didn't know what to do. Star will tell you what to do. And I've seen it with you. I just need to know that you're going to do your best.
You have more confidence in me than I do. But I promise to try. To learn to be the best mother I can be to Star.
That's all I needed to hear. So fine, do we have a deal?
This has all the romance of a stock merger.
Oh, sorry, what you want music? How's that? Mood lighting? Oh, look, you can forget about me getting down on one knee. Tia Delgado, will you marry me?
It's Taya. Yes.
So, how soon can we start?
Well, if we get the license today and get our blood tested, we should be able to get married in City Hall tomorrow. So, let's go.
There's one other thing, you know, just, if we're gonna do this, we gotta make it look good. So just in case, I got a ring. Here.
They want to stop me from telling the truth. They're gonna have to kill me.
A Passion for Justice, ABC Sunday.
I wasn't expecting a ring.
You want it or not?
Oh, my God. Does this come out of my $5 million?
No. It's payback, you know, for not putting me through that whole thing where you gotta buy a wedding dress and I gotta sit around and wait while you get your hair done. So does it fit?
Perfect.
Looks good.
Where is he?
Who, Asa?
Mel.
He left with Patrick Thornhart to perambulate al fresco, they said.
Did they say where they were going?
I don't know. They left with 2 straws and a thermos full of gin and tonics.
Do you know what you are? You're a classic enabler. You help people self-destruct so that you can feel valuable when you help clean up after them.
Well, as I understand it, an enabler is somebody who gives a man a good excuse to booze it up and then lords it over him, pun intended. Relax. He's in good company for a change.
The last time Patrick and Mel were here together, you plied them with liquor. They ended up in jail. But then again, I'm forgetting that you made a career out of exploiting human weakness. So why should I think you would care about anyone's best interests?
Oro Shedaba Walya, Oro Shedaba Walya, Anis and Hock Down Tauri. Take it on, you will, ik chuck tarsolya, Ogli Adam Hale Margorda, Gelid Fein is ni Frank na Spani, Quirishid Roy Gergoli. What are we singing this pirate song for? Well, like the song says, our job is done, and we're heading home for the summer. Yeah. Those pirates need a vacation. All that pillaging and rummaging, whatever it is that pirates do. Well, actually, these pirates were busy driving foreigners out of Ireland. Grania whale, Chakar Solya. Ah. Take it on, you whale, Chakar Solya. Ogli Adam Hale Mangorda. Geli Fenis ni Frank na Spani. Is Quiddy Shidroik Agolif. Grania Mal. Grania Whale. Good old Grace O'Malley, the pirate queen of the Western Isles. That's right. That's her. She sailed to England once. Say hello to the Queen. No. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'd have loved to have been a fly on the wall for that meeting. Feisty women. God bless them. Uh-oh. We're on our own. As always. Grania. My sister was named after her. Really? Well, to strong, brave women everywhere. Your Margaret would have made a fine pirate. She gets seasick. No. Really? Oh. Take a look at that view. Ah, the smell of the sea. The soaring gulls. The surf rolling in. Mel. What? Lantana River. No, no. This is freedom, man. This is primal. I wouldn't mind a ship's life. Rolling along in the high seas. Wind at my back. Not a care in the world except the weather. All my logic problems solved.
Stay tuned for scenes from next